Hey bitches, it's me again. I got this in the other day and it almost made me feel a little bit emotional. Let me tell you why. Um it's been a rough couple of weeks because where I work, the period from say mid-August up until October, halfway through October, which is now is like the most intense period of the year. It's when all the schools start. It's when the biggest literacy campaigns regarding youth literacy are going on all around the country. We have lots of events. And even though I get a huge kick out of organizing all of those events, it's been lots of late nights. It's been fab, but it's been kind of draining to the point where I didn't even feel like I wanted to snap pics for my Insta anymore, which is, fine. But still, yeah, it also kind of sucks. So, when I got this in, and this is something that I didn't order, this is something that I didn't necessarily purchase myself. I got it as a present from the creator, Lennox. Lennox and I are friends, and she's helped me tremendously with my Kickstarters and all that kind of shit. And she already told me she was going to send me a little something. I thought it was going to be this little baby right here. Little did I know that I was also getting the Coastal Curiosities Naturalist Edition, which I really love, and which surprised me like so much. And also the little specimen pack that you can order as an extra. Bitch, I was floored. I'm going to put these to the side real quick. Also, look at this cute as hell, cute little card that she has. So cute, so adorable. Love it. Let's take a look at this cute little mini deck. There are only 100 of these printed in this run. It comes with this really cute little card, which is one of the pictures that was used for this deck. This is number 60 out of 100. Pretty dope. And then it comes with not a guidebook, and I love this. This is how I do it a lot as well when I have little mini projects that don't necessarily warrant a full deck. I love putting the guidebook on these little extra cards. This is a cute little mini deck. This is 30 cards. And it's a cute little side project from Lennox. This card I'm going to have to keep separate because there's a special story to this, at least to me. So these, I believe, are all pictures of her grandma, her Polaroids, and she collaged on them with these cute, quirky little images. Now, sourpuss, love it. So these are extremely personal. I love that idea. And you know what's so funny? Obviously Lennox, I already knew she was working on these. Lennox sent me these pictures. We talked about them. I love this one. For some reason, and I don't know why, these hit me so hard when I saw them in real life. And I don't know why they affect me so, but for some reason, this strikes a huge chord with me, these images. I think they're fabulous. I think they're amazing. I don't know, they do something to me. This is a special deck in the sense that I'm pretty sure that you can read them however you want to read them. I'm pretty sure Lennox is not one of those creators that's like, you need to use the meaning from the guidebook or else I'm going to kill you. Because there are, funnily enough, there are people like that out there that are like, even when it's a tarot deck, like, I'm sorry, but tarot's tarot. Your guidebook's probably amazing, but it's probably not gonna bring any, like, world-shattering insight that I've never seen in any other tarot guidebook. So, but there are creators like that out there that are like, even with tarot decks, you need to use the guidebook for every card pulled all the time, because it's, you know, it's usually people that say that are like people that create and just author the deck and they want to feel self-important. It's just big ego stuff. I'm pretty sure that I love this one. This is my favorite one, the Loose Promise card. So good. I'm pretty sure Lennox is not like that. However, this feels so personal. This feels so intentional. This feels so intimate that I want to just use the little snippets that she used in the guidebook. So I pulled this card, the Curious Catch one. It's all in alphabetical order on these 3 little cards, fronts and backs, so it's easy to use as well. So it's not like it's a huge hassle to find. And it said, and I was kind of pissed because I was like, nah, I don't want that to be my first card. But it said, mindful surroundings, removal of distractions. No. It said, forced efforts, hesitant obedience, dissociating elsewhere. And I was like, oh, that's a little like intense and a little negative. However, that is what I've been doing a lot lately, and there's a reason for it. You know, sometimes obviously, you know, forced efforts or hesitant obedience or dissociating. Those are not things that you always want to be doing, but sometimes they happen to you. So it's a very very human experience. And so that was a really interesting topic for me to think about. And also, I pulled another card with it that I will soon show, and then I will take a gorgeous Instagram picture with those 2 cards that literally sum up sort of my life right now. What I also adore are the backs. So this is, you know, a really cute little project. It's just so good. Like, it reminds me of my grandpa. It's a really cute little project. It's fabulous. I love it. And I mean, obviously I liked it. Otherwise I would have said, no, bitch, don't send me your junk. I don't want it. I don't care. You know, because sometimes people do offer to send me decks. And I'm like, you know what? I love that you created a deck and I love that it got funded. This deck, however, is just not my thing. It's objectively an amazing deck, but I'm never going to use it. But with Lennox, I already knew that it was magical. So, cut to this. I thought this was going to be I thought that this was going to be the star of the show for me, and this was just a cute side thing together with the specimen pack. A little did I know that this is fabulous. So, this looks and feels like it was printed with a different printer than the first Coastal Curiosities and the second Coastal Curiosities. I'm not quite sure, but the box is gorgeous. I love the way the insides look. And I'm not going to be doing it side by side because that shit is annoying as fuck to me. However, cut to me seeing the original edition of the second edition of Coastal Curiosities laying right here on top, and I just have to I'm not going to be doing a side-by-side flip through, but I can probably tell the printer thing. Yeah, the boxes are slightly different. The finish feels slightly different. This also has spot gloss. Yeah, this is definitely done by a better printer, in my opinion. The cardstock is really nice. Yeah, this is probably done by the same printer that did her tarot deck, which is my printer. So fuck yeah. So you can already tell by the box. This is the second edition. This is the first edition. Oh, whoops. It looks a bit different, right? Now, let me take that second edition out. Ooh, well, funny thing. Let's start with the look and feel of the guidebook. So first of all, I love this guidebook cover. I love the way this looks on the inside. It's very Lennox. But I love the way this looks on the inside a little bit more. I don't know why. It must be the librarian in me. But also this guidebook has a linen textured finish. This has a matte lamination. Both are fine. Both are cute. Now let's head into the cards, right? Let me put this away. Let me put this guidebook away. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. It looks really good. So the cards. One of the cards that I pulled, I'm going to set aside. So the backs are completely different. Look. So different. And even though I love these backs, I've found that I really like the simplicity of these. Now, let's look at the fronts. Very textured, very busy, very saturated. Let's see if I can find the timid card in this deck. Support. Because there were, like, it's not just a copy-paste thing. It is definitely sort of, things were definitely switched up and changed. So that's cool. Gradual break protection is probably all the way at the back. Wanna bet? Yes. So what we do see is that all the cards in this deck have this more brownish background. It's still pretty textured. We get sort of this label vibe right here, which is a little bit, which has the opacity turned down a little bit. And then we get the font. And then we get the collage as is, but it does look like the colors were either tweaked a little bit to look a little bit more vintagey, or it's just the combination of colors, background color and illustration cover that make it look the way it is. And also what we're missing is the suit symbols, which was a cute little added bonus, although I do feel like it makes the imagery look a little less cluttered without them. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we get a way more cottagecore vibe versus modern vintage graphic design vibe. So I love that. I'll always like keep this edition in my heart because it's so fucking dope. Oh man, like I love the second edition of this deck. Like it was a really special, like, oh man, such a special like find. But this is really cool. And I love the backs. I really prefer the backs. So for some reason, even though this is the exact same deck, it feels so much more cottagecore vibey that I just love and adore it. Makes me want to use this all the time. It's so funny. I love the Observe one. Like, even this one, like, I don't know, like, I love that for some reason, the focus seems to be, like, more on the core imagery rather than the cool, yet sometimes maybe distracting graphic design elements. I don't know if that sounds a little harsh, Lennox. If it makes me sound like a cunt, let me know. But for some reason, I feel like the actual collage shines so much more like this. It's literally, they're literally taking up, look like they're taking up more space on the card too. Like sometimes stripping back is exactly what was needed. Like, I've never seen the beauty of this unearth illustration until now. And for some reason, the colors that are there pop a lot more. because of the more beige background. So for all my beige queens, this is definitely a deck that you need. I also love how tongue-in-cheek some of the keywords are. But that's not all. So I kept them in this pack. Oh, sorry, I'm just opening it up like a dumb... So you get this cute little booster pack, which is actually really adorable because it comes in its like own little folder, literally. I mean, look at the... And this own like cute little thing. And this is a Tide Worn pack. So cool. It even comes with its own cute little guidebook. And I think I'm going to be adding these to the deck, and I'm going to put this cute little guidebook in with the deck box if that fits. So the new cards that we get are Boundaries, Survival, that's really cool, Trapped, Adrift, Frighten, and Risk. So I also pulled from this little pack, I pulled Boundaries. So that together with that other card, this is really good. I'm going to add these in, and I'm also going to shuffle these into the deck. They fit perfectly. Like you don't, sometimes with some printers that you kind of feel, how do you say, there's always a smidge of a difference if you have extra cards added, printed to a booster pack. This printer, guys, like they are, I don't know, even though they're not flawless and they do make little mistakes, this is just such a good printer. Although I have to be honest, my favorite representative of theirs left. So I may have to follow them to their new company if I ever do a deck again. Oh man, just also this cardstock just feels so good. Like I love the cardstock of the second edition, but this linen, guys, just is amazing. And also this really cool like matte beige edge. Just looks really dope. So let me quickly show you how I do a cool Instagram photo, how I make them. So I'm kind of doubting. I could actually maybe use these both. This actually looks like a really cool vignette for my collage, for my reading collage, if you will. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do is, yes, maybe this one can be a little bit less in the forefront because, or maybe it needs to go. This is literally like raw, real life, how I do my Instagram photos. Because sometimes I'm like, ooh, this, you know, I'm like, ooh, this fits so well with the vibe of the deck. But, you know, it fits a little too well and we need contrast. So, raw Levi deck photo editing. So, these are two cards that I pulled already. And then that really cool, like, other one from the other deck, the Curious Catch one, needs to also be in there. And I thought I had it sort of like this. Yes. So let me do this really quickly. There you go. So yes, yes, yes. Just like that. That's really dope. Now let's add some cool crystals and shit. I do love my little limestone crystal unicorn. I think that's really cute. I would love to add a really cool, like, dark piece of amethyst for a little bit of contrast right there. Let's see. Let me see if you guys can see it well. That's really dope. All right. That looks really good, actually. I may actually also, instead of using my... I think this may be a bit too dark to have this around there. I actually think I do prefer having clear quartz around it. Yes. And a little bit of hematite here and there. So this is how I do it, guys. Just and just now that I'm doing it, I realized how much I've missed it and how much I love creating. Like this is also magic. It's not just for the aesthetics, but it's literally like in capturing the beauty of your daily reading is such a gorgeous and empowering experience. Now, I want to add some foliage, and I have this really cute little tube of dried flowers. So I think they go well with the aesthetic of the deck. Let me see. Maybe like that? No. Maybe like that. Yeah, that actually looks gorgeous. Well, that was that. I'm going to have to cut off the video and take a picture of these gorgeous cards. And yeah, thank you, Lennox. Like, go check out Lennox's channel. She makes really good videos. Like, I feel like as much as I've been slacking, she's been picking up. I'll be taking this gorgeous picture, posting it to my Instagram. Thank you so much, Lennox, for sending me this because, oh yeah, that's actually what I wanted to talk about. So we had this weird card where I was like, curious catch, ew, I don't want that energy in my life because dissociating elsewhere is right now very good for me. And then I pulled from the main deck and I got the distraction card, which was funny because, you know, sometimes you need to be distracted. Sometimes your body longs for that escapism. And, it's sort of, you know, the escapism can be a form of self-care, and it sort of helps you, and this is what I picked from the specimen pack, it helps you throw up these boundaries that help you become, I don't know, help you feel a bit more safe and protected. Sometimes it's really good to feel safe and protected within your own little fantasy world. So on that note, I want to say bye-bye. Thank you for watching.